What's up, people? I'll say hello before I get started with my day. It's Monday the 17th of May, and I have quite a bit of stuff going on. Starting two new pieces of music and art today. One is a collaboration with Aaron Gum. Another one is towards a possible vinyl release next year. But yesterday I was online a little bit, not much. I take breaks, and conversation got started a bit about the band Spirit, and I thought I would just kind of, to go along with it, just say here in the video, yes, if you've been following me, you know that I like all kinds of music, but I like what is called progressive music, progressive rock. As a kid, that really turned me on, starting with the Mothers of Invention and Pink Floyd. And Spirit. And I wanted to bring up Spirit because I always thought that Spirit was under-recognized for what they really are. And in watching a bunch of interviews recently, I'm still watching them, different channels, I can't remember the names of the channels, but it's very cool to hear other bands talking about the influence of this band on them, particularly Gentle Giant. That was news to me, and yet it made complete sense. Now, in my own timeline, as far as discovering this music, for me, the pioneers of progressive rock music are, for me, Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. They were doing it in 1965, okay? And then Spirit. Now, King Crimson and the Moody Blues are cited often. And the King Crimson are right in there, but their album, The Family That Plays Together, Spirit, and this is damn good and very progressive. This came out in 1968, almost a year before King Crimson. If you haven't heard this, okay. And I listened to all three that I have. They have several albums, and I'm missing one of the early ones that I thought I didn't think. It's like I really want it. So I have Clear Spirit, fantastic. I love when, I Got a Line on You was a hit, but FM radio used to play a lot of this album, and this was great on the radio. Randy California's uncle, the drummer, who was a jazzer. And then, of course, people consider this their magnum opus, The 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. I can't disagree. All of their albums still sound quite, except for the engineering, the music and the song ideas on these albums still sound very contemporary to me. I was listening to the way that this album starts. Could have been made now. If you don't know Spirit, check them out. One more thing. As I've explained, I come from a background of financial scarcity. We were poor when I was growing up, okay? So getting I couldn't just go out and buy records. And so getting them from radio stations, having people give them to me, finding records in the trash, that's how I had to roll for the longest. And so my first copy of the 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus, this is my copy from high school. I don't remember how I got this. I think someone gave it to me with no cover, okay? And then it took me forever to be able to acquire a blank cover to make this. This is one of my first, I've been making art all my life, but this is an early example of me sort of doing the collage sort of thing. This album is important to my history, absolutely. Absolutely important. And I'm really happy that more people are becoming aware of the significance of Spirit in the history of progressive rock music.